Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, it is time to check out November's affiliation knife. What do I mean by that? Well, each month, you guys use my affiliate link to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Whenever you shop there, you click on that link, you purchase a knife, 2 knives, 3 knives, 10 knives. I get a 5% commission. That comes to me. I turn right around and I put that right back into knives to buy and give away on the channel. And that's exactly what this one is. This is a Civivi Stylum. Now, I just want to take a minute and say, guys, thank you so very much for all of you that do use that link. You make this possible. I greatly appreciate it. It just allows me to give more back to the community. And if you've been here for any amount of time, you know I try to do that absolutely as much as possible. So thank you guys. With the Black Friday sale going on right now at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, you guys have been blowing it up. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. You know? I mean, come on, because that just makes more and more possible. But all right, enough about that. Thank you guys very much. Let's talk about the Stylum. Now, well, first, let me just tell you, it comes with pretty much your standard Civivi fare. You get the pouch. You get your care and instructions. You get your Hank, or not your Hank, but your cleaning cloth. And then you get a couple of stickers. Looks like we got maybe an Elementum there and a Civivi sticker, so very cool. So standard Civivi fare that comes along with the Stylum. And of course, you get the Stylum. Now, you have this dark green, you have the olive micarta, and then you have the dark brown micarta, or brown micarta. So 3 different versions of the Stylum out there. Now, it is a super slender knife, as you can see. And I am really digging that. The micarta on this thing, absolutely fantastic. Got a super grip. Very little, as far as, like hardware in the handle. The handle's really clean. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not doing it very well, but that screw is super flush. A G10 back spacer. You got a deep carry clip. Again, screw is recessed. Now it is right hand tip up carry only, as you can see, because you do have a cutout right there that pocket clip slips into. And you'll notice that you pretty much have to take the knife apart if you want to take the pocket clip off, but it's not reversible anyway, so yeah, you probably really wouldn't want to do that. Now, these liners do stand minutely proud. I can just catch the liner. You do have stainless liners on it, so, but they're just so ever so slightly proud, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. It doesn't affect the grip, and we'll definitely talk about that a little bit more. Now, as you can see, it is a front flipper, and we're definitely going to talk about like that. And then, if you kind of sneak in there, this is a collaboration with Ferrum Forge. So, very cool. Yeah. I mean, the fit and finish, it's a Civivi, guys. I mean, they do fit and finish well. I've yet to find a Civivi that hasn't been put together well. Now, it is a front flipper. There you go. Popped it out. Dang. Now, we're definitely going to talk about this a little bit more. But before we do that, check out the blade. Look at that finish. That is a gorgeous finish on that blade. Nice drop point. Now, you've got 10 CR, 15 CO, MOV, a lot of numbers and letters to tell you it's pretty much kind of like VG10, only they're not saying VG10. So there you go. That's what you're getting. You do have some jimping up there on the blade. Now this guy's a double detent. Do you see that? I popped it open just like that. Yeah, and I got something to talk about this knife, and it's not working. It is a double detent knife, so it's not a true slip joint. You do have a detent on both ends that'll pretty much hold the blade in place to a point. Obviously, it doesn't lock it, but it does. It's got a pretty good pop there on top. But let's go back to that blade for a minute, though. I mean, you guys know I'm sucker for a nice drop point blade, and that is a really nice drop point blade. Do have a bit of kind of, this is more like it's kind of a finger choil. It ends up being more of a sharpening choil and extended sharpening choil because, like I said, I mean, you can choke up on it, but there's not a whole lot protecting you from the blade there. So that's just something you want to keep in mind. But as you can see there, if you do break, if the detent does break, your finger is right in that spot, and it's really not in any danger. If you're going to be choked up on the knife, that's how you're going to want to be holding it. The jimping in this aspect is fantastic. It's terrific. Now, like I said, if you want to stay back on it, that's pretty much how it's going to look in your hand. All right, let's do our size comparisons, our spec check. We'll get all that out of the way, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. So overall, what are we looking at? Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 3/4, maybe a little bit more. They say the official is, where's it at? I had it and then I lost it. Well, I don't see it. I'm saying a little over 6. 6 3/4, excuse me. A little over 6 3/4. Right about there. Handle length. There you're looking at a little over 3 3/4, 3 7/8, and then your blade length. They say their blade length's 2.96, I think it is. Yeah, that's what they've got listed. And all right, yeah, it is just shy of 3 inches. So for that 3-inch blade limit, that looks pretty good. And then your cutting edge, you're looking at just about, I'll say 2 5/8 on your cutting edge. So a little bit smaller knife, for sure. But the slenderness, guys, I really dig knives of this size. I really do. So, all right. Oh, we got to do grip length. I got to tell you the grip length, which is about 3 1/4. So, and like I showed you there, that's how it looks in my 3 3/4 inch hand. And I can get a full 4-finger grip on it. So obviously, if I choke up a little bit, I do have a little bit extra room. So, all right. Now, bug out. Bug out's definitely a little bit bigger than we got. Oh, it's probably a good 1/2 inch. Pretty close. 1/2 inch on the blade there. We will grab the old PM2 right here. Obviously, the PM2 is a pretty much, it's a much larger knife. It just is. And you know what? I should have dug this one out. I'm going to do it real quick. It is right here. Because this one is another one. This is a slip joint, but there it is next to the Artisan Cutlery Biome, designed by our good friend Dylan Mallory, of course. And so the Stylum's a little bit bigger than the Biome, probably about a 1/4 inch on the blade and about that on the handle. So about a 1/2 inch-ish overall. But that's kind of that's one that I kind of thought of immediately when I saw this. And I just love both of those blades. So, let's get a weight. No, didn't get the super pop. It's fun when you can pop it down all the way. At least I think it is. All right, what do we got here? All right, starting in grams. 68. 2.4 ounces. So, just in comparison, your standard bug out's right about 1.8, a little more than that. So it's a little bit heavier than a bug out, but dude, super, super slender. And then of course, you do have the deep carry clip. Thing carries like a dream. Absolutely. I mean, it pretty much disappears in the pocket. Yeah. Yeah, carries really nice. Now the pocket clip, it does stand up a little bit. Not an issue for me in grip at all. So there it was. I've been sitting here flipping it fine. And I will show you. I'll have to show you before I start talking. I will not call this a fidget-friendly knife. I will not call it that. And it's looking a little bit better than it was. You know me, guys. I carry a knife. Before I do a review, I carry a knife for a while. I put it down. And then I usually try to carry it the day I plan to do the review. Just to get some final thoughts, some final word. And there I flipped it fine. I love everything about this knife. Yeah, okay. So now I'm not having any issues. You saw this, guys. And that's the thing. I have to not think about opening this knife. I just have to do it. If I think about it, I'm putting too much pressure or something, and that jimping, I think it's a combination between the jimping and the detent. It makes me unhappy because it does ugly things to my thumb. See, so now I'm not even thinking about it, and I'm flipping it, no problem. So there you go, guys. Yeah, it's just me being me and uncoordinated and stuff. So that's the one thing. Now, I know people say I don't really, I'm not into front flippers. I can't do front flippers. See, now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm thinking about it, and I'm having trouble. Yep, see? That's just it. And then I pull it back here, and I do it fine. And it's not just because it's behind the camera. I've had this issue ever since I've got this knife. If I just open it, if I just pull it out, open it, it's fine. If I think about it, I end up with a chewed up thumb. It's weird. I get it. Whatever. It's the way it is. I can't describe it any other way. If you just pull the knife out and use, oh, I got the pop that time. There you go. Now, the one thing when you do that, make sure these suckers are out of the way. Yeah. See, now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking too hard. Bring it over here. No. That's just it. If I don't think about it, I can open it just fine. If I try too hard, I screw it up every time. So I'm putting it back on the table right now. Overall, guys, I really, really do like the Stylum. I like the size. I like the shape. I love the blade shape. I like the overall profile. The micarta is fantastic. It's ergonomically really, really good in my hand. The only issue I have is my stupid brain getting in the way of me operating the front flipper. That's the only way I can put it. If I just pull it out, open the knife, and go about my business, it's not an issue. I think about it, try too hard, and I end up with a chewed up thumb. The jimping is a little aggressive, and that's why I obviously have a chewed up thumb. It is a little aggressive when you're trying to use that front flipper. I mean, there again, see, there. I didn't think about it. I just did it, and it worked fine. I'm crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. What will I tell you? Overall, I really, like I said, I really do like this Stylum. I like the size. I'm in for the smaller knives. The bug out is one of my favorite EDC knives just because of its size. It's light, and that pretty much is the same case for the Stylum. Small, light, carries like a dream, and now the only thing is if you're into front flippers or not. That's pretty much that's probably gonna make the determination, guys. Now these guys sell for right around what's it on? It's actually on sale. Now, like I said, I got this at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They have their everyday price listed at $59.50, but right now it's on sale for $52.50. Probably Black Friday. Everybody's doing sales this time of year for Black Friday and stuff. So not a bad price overall for what you get. Like I said, the steel is equivalent to VG10. You got some really nice micarta, smaller in stature, but overall a pretty decent knife. You got to get past the front flipper. That's what I can tell you. So I will tell you, it's not the Elementum. The button lock Elementum, I should say. So there you go. But like I said, guys, this is the affiliation knife. You know what to do. Do your thing. As always, guys, I greatly appreciate you checking out the Civivi Stylum with me. Thank you so much again for those of you that use that link all the time, or even if you've only used it once. Thank you, because you make these type of knives possible. So as always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. In this case, it's affiliation knife. Just might win you a Civivi Stylum. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.